The idea too is to reload up here. So after you fire, drop it, just reload it right here. Stand by. Fire. All right, gas it up. Everybody ready?
Ready.
All right, stand by. Fire. Fuck.
That feels pretty good.
Yeah. I like reloading up there better.
What an awkward shot. Anyways, this is probably going to be a shorter video, but the whole point of it is, if you have gear, run your gear. You got to run it. And I was definitely tired from the previous day and really sunburnt. I mean bad. And I do this thing where I get sunburnt and then I apply the sunscreen, not apply the sunscreen prior to getting sunburned, because I'm stupid. So keep that in mind. After my Saturday gun shoot with Firearm Tutorials, I went, and I know y'all are gonna be like, how many times are you gonna mention that? I had a good time. What do you want? So after shooting that day for like 5 or 6 hours, actually it was more than that. I think I got there at like 10:15, 10:30 and left at like 1800, something like that. So we were out there for a good minute. The next day I decided to meet up with the squad to get some reps in. And I said, you know, let's work on some transition drills, let's work on drills in general, which was good. We got some, you know, decent baseline practice in because we all hadn't run anything. We all just kind of meet up and do whatever and then leave. And sometimes the group is too big to do anything meaningful. So we were able to do some basic and no timer, no nothing, just get the basic reps in, do the one reload one with the rifle. And then we did 2-2-2, which is 2 with the rifle, run empty, transition to the pistol, 2 from the pistol, holster pistol, reload with a magazine of 4, and fire 2, then you're set up for the next drill. But you'll notice that my shooting is quite sloppy. And it's because I was tired and probably working on some heat exhaustion or sunstroke in my plate carrier. So a lot of guys buy this stuff. And I am going to talk about the Tony Cowden Instagram post about buying gear and all this other stuff, and you probably don't need it. I am going to possibly put my 2 cents in on that, but that guy's way more badass than I'll ever be. So I'm going to support a lot of what he said and, you know, put some asterisk comments in there. But all that aside, shooting with no plate carrier and then shooting with a plate carrier are 2 completely different things. And a lot of people just swipe their card thinking that, you know, hey, I can afford the Gucci gear. And then it's somehow, once you receive it, you get bonus stats to your baseline stats without doing anything. And that's not how that works. But it had been some time since I put this on. And I will eventually get into my plate carrier setup and updates and stuff. It does have rifle plates in it. And they are AR-500. Uh-oh! We'll get into that talk in a little bit. And I know that's going to be a million downvotes and you should get ceramic and all this other shit. I'll talk about that later. I'm not opposed to ceramic and I'm not super forgiving of metal plates. It's kind of, you know, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. But the whole point of this video is shoot in your gear, shoot in adverse conditions, and shoot while you're tired. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, those are bad reps, and so you should get good reps in training and all that other stuff. Yes, you should get good reps in training. However, sometimes you're going to be tired. And as everybody has said that's in the training community, you do not rise to the occasion, you rise to the level of your training. If you do not train tired, if you do not train with a plate carrier on, if you do not train in adverse conditions, you will not be able to function. So one thing that you'll learn with a plate carrier is your pistol presentation, all your gear location, all that stuff is gonna be different. So running mags out of here with this at its proper height is a little harder because they're a lot higher. So you can't just do those speed reloads. My best reloads were coming off my belt. I'm gonna have some more belt setups in the future and all that stuff. But again, the point is, if you don't shoot tired, you won't know how you're gonna perform tired. It's kind of like when you're doing mixed martial arts and you do those gauntlet rounds, or you just keep fighting. You do 5-minute rounds and then you go to a 10-minute round and you cycle through 3 people. You are smoked. But what happens when that happens is you see where you start dropping the ball. So what's important is finding those places that you cut corners, identifying them and pushing through that. Say, no, that wasn't good, I'm doing it again. And when you fail, you don't accept that failure. You say, no, I'm not doing it wrong. I'm doing it again. I'm going to do it right. And you keep pushing yourself. And that's how you get better. So ultimately, this was not a great range day for me, but I saw the corners I was cutting. I saw what I started to do when I get tired. And my basic levels of training that I've had in the military and some of the advanced stuff I've had the privilege of going to taught me that already. But that was with blue guns or sim rounds. This was live fire. And again, I wasn't in a shoot house. I wasn't doing anything high speed, just basic stuff. But if you correct the basic stuff, when you start kicking it up a couple notches and going to those advanced classes or doing that higher speed stuff, you've already worked out those kinks. So you're not gonna get yelled at by the trainer or your team, and you're not gonna drop the ball. So from this, what I would like you to learn is, don't quit because it's nasty out. Don't quit because you're tired. Don't quit because you're not doing well. Refocus yourself, figure out where you're cutting your corners, figure out what you can fix and push forward. Because if you quit in training or you quit when it's convenient, you're gonna quit when it's hard. And that's the whole point of this stuff, isn't it? Is to be good when things are hard. So if you're taking those shortcuts, if you're not pushing yourself, you're not gonna do well. And I need to run with my plates on. There's a lot of stuff that I need to do better. This coronavirus shit and all this other stuff has made me soggy and weak, and I need to get my ass back in it. So just take what I'm saying here. It's I know that a lot of people have a lot of opinions on this stuff, but the brass tacks is, you got to train these weaknesses out of you, and you've got to learn how to push through something bad to overcome it. Otherwise, you'll never succeed. So get out there and do work.
All right, stand by. Fire. Yeah. All right, stand by. Fire. Good work, gents. All right, 2 rifle, 2 pistol, 2 rifle. Everybody clear on that? So 2, you should go to bolt lock, drop it, 2 from the pistol, come back up, reload, 2 more. And try not to muzzle fuck the shit out of each other, okay? Stand by. Fire. I fucked that one up. Everybody good? Stand by. Fire. Shooter, stand by. Fire.